Alright, everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So we're once again getting caught up on some Shonen Jump stuff this weekend. I just finished recording videos for Akane Banashi as well as Kaiju number 8. After what feels like a long hiatus anyway, we're finally getting new chapters of Spy Family and Goku Rakugai this weekend. So I'm really excited to dive back into both of those series. Really looking forward to what these chapters have in store for us. Really looking forward to that. Apart from that, I will get around to at least one read through this weekend with the next volume of Battle Angel Alita. But yeah, a lot of great content coming your way this weekend. So if you haven't already, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I've mentioned, these next couple of months tend to be the hardest on me mental health wise. So if you'd like to show your support for my content, my videos, that would really be greatly appreciated. But yeah, without further ado, let us dive into it with Spy Family Chapter 95. I have to admit, as soon as I saw the first panel in this chapter, I know a bunch of fan artists are now going to draw Anya and Damien in like their grown-up teenage forms, reenacting this exact moment, I feel like. But yeah, because I know a lot of people like already shipped them together and stuff, and just like, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw this. But you have this little blonde-haired guy going, "At next weekend's end-of-class gala, would you do me the honor of being my dance partner?" And she's like, "Ka-thump, ka-thump, ka-thump, ka-thump." And you see this little black-haired girl be like, I would be delighted. And you have, "Yeah! The killer!" As Becky and Anya walking nearby notice this little commotion. And Becky's like, "Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about the party. I'd better ask Lloyd soon." And Anya's like, "There's going to be a party?" I miss my daughter. She's asking all the important questions with a, "Will there be cake?" And Henderson, walking nearby, goes, "Outside of a few volunteers, Guardians will not be attending the gala, Miss Blackbell." He's like, "What? They won't? No!" And then you have Mushroom Cut Bro. It's either Awen or Emil. I can't remember which one's which. I can't be bothered either. He's like, "Are you going to invite anyone to the dance, boss man?" And Damien just starts freaking out all Sundere like, "No, why would I? Like I want anything to do with some dumb kiddie party." And Henderson's like, "I would suggest that you have much to gain from the experience, Mr. Desmond. In the world of debutante? This feels like it's supposed to mimic like a debutante kind of ball kind of thing. It's like, in the world of politics, dances serve as major social events." He's like, "They do?" And Becky's like, "You should ask him to dance, Anya. And he's like, "Will dancing make me like him? Or will dancing make him like me?" It's like, "You bet it will. Lots of couples have forged close bonds on the dance floor." And Anya's just like grinning, and she's like, "Oh, then this could be a big moment for Plan B." And she just imagines like dancing. "Wow, you're an amazing dancer, Anya. It's like, let's forge a close bond." And she's like, "Hey, Scion boy, dance with me at the party," with a bam. And Becky's like, "Oh, she's so direct." And again, Damien not beating the Sundere allegations. It's like, "Like I'd ever dance with you, dummy, no way." And with a guy, just runs off screaming. And Henderson's like, "Mr. Desmond, you know better than to run in the halls. And your refusal was most inelegant, sorry." He's like, "Boss man, wait!" And Anya's just like shudders like, "I don't want to dance with him either." Becky's like, "I'm sure you'll have another chance on the day of the party. Keep trying. It sounds like it'd be a very formal event. Why don't we go pick out dresses together on our next day off?" And Anya's like, "Okie doke." You have Spy Family Mission 95 by Tetsuya Endo. With translation by Casey Lowe, lettering by Rina Mappa. As you have the day of the gala. And you have her in a screen, as you have Becky looking like all dressed up with like this nice dress with a little bow. She's got a rose in her hair. She's like wearing these pearls. And Martha, was her pointless name Martha? I feel like it was. Going, "Do enjoy the party, young miss." Yeah, it is Martha. Haha. Henderson's like, "Ah, Martha, I never had a chance to thank you for your help during the incident." He's like, "Oh, hello, Henry." "Oh, Henry, is it?" "Would you be available to help out? We had fewer volunteers than I'd hoped." And you see Becky just like bowing to him with a good, or not bowing, doing a little like curtsy with, "Good day, Mr. Henderson." He's like, "Isn't that just like you, Henry?" "Yes, of course I'd be happy to join you." And you see a chatter, and you see all these people like glitz and glammed up and all like these fancy dresses. And you have, oh, I thought each class would have its own party, but this is our entire grade. Henderson's like, we're giving the students of each hall more opportunities to mingle before we reassign classes based on academic performance. Consider this a chance to acquaint yourself with potential classmates. Oh, man, you see, hey, boss man, what are you drinking? And you see Damien just, like, looking all slick, hand in his pocket with, like, this white tuxedo, hair all slicked back nicely, holding, like, this little grapefruit glass of grapefruit. Here's, like, a glass of grapefruit juice. It's like, wow, I can't believe you're drinking something, you're sour, you're so grown up. It's like, that's our boss, man. He's like, piss. It's like all the girls in the other classes start whispering when they see you. It's like, yeah, of course they do. I'm a Desmond, remember? It's like, that's our boss, man. You see a chatter. Oh, God. And you see Anya with like the adorable little black dress with like her hair up in two buns. Oh. And Endo-san really does a good job. Like, I know someone said like they should do like fashion magazine or art stuff because it had like just such a good taste for like fashion things. And it's just like full display on this. Yeah, that's Anya Forge from Cecil Hall. She's the one who got a tinnitus for punching a kid at orientation, and then saved another kid's life to get year's first Stella, and then fought back against the bus hijackers even after they strapped a bomb to her. I love that she's got a reputation already. Becky's like, oh my gosh, Anya, you look so cute. It's like, do I look like a princess? It's like, totally, almost, but not quite as much as I do. And you have the other peon of Desmond's going, guess with enough fancy clothes, even she can look good. And Damien's like, says who? That dress looks cheap to me. And then Mr. Frankenstein, whose name I can't remember, going, she has them whispering even more than you did. He's like, oh, shut up. Who let a killjoy like you into a party anyway? He just walks off like, geez, that was mean. It's like, God, could this party be any more tedious? And you have, everyone, if I could have your attention, please. I know this is unexpected, but for our first party activity, we'd like to hold some friendly competitions between the classes. It's like, what is this, some kind of game? It's like the victorious class will enjoy the right to enjoy the Imperial Scholars private lounge for one day. Do you have an ooh? And they show a little picture with VIP stamped across it. Do you have our very first event will pit the classes against each other in a quiz competition. It's like each class will form a single file line. Once a student answers a question correctly, they're done. The first class to finish wins. And you see, God, what the hell was Billy? Was it Billy the big, like, kid? It's like, may the best class win, Chairman's son, Damien. It's like, who even cares about stupid crap like this? And you see as they're wearing these little hats, like the stars on them, with like a little circle sign popping up when they ring the buzzer with, Question 1. Name the 7 great secrets of Eden's Academy. 7 great secrets of Eden Academy. And you see Damien just looking all like focused and like driven, just smacking the button with a bang. He goes, Lorelei, the siren of Swimming Pool 3. The moving portraits of Imperial Scholars. The true nature of Pierre Pommier. The 13 steps in Great Hall. The devil ritual in the old schoolhouse. The cursed underground maze in Section 4. The sealed chamber in the Tower of Wisdom. And Jeff, correct! He's like, as he walks off. It's like, the rest of you had better not screw this up. Jeff, question 2. When is Custo Green's birthday? And that's the little eye patch guy that took Damien and his friends out to the woods one time. It's like, how should I know? I have no idea. Give me a second. He's like, January 22nd. Wrong. October 13th. Wrong. It's like, we just have to guess. Jeff, question 10. What is the full name of the school's headmaster? And you see Anya just sweating. She's like, bend your poopy face. And Becky's like, think, Anya, think. It's like, wrong. It's like, the first class to finish is Slime Hall. And Damien's like, take this seriously, damn it. And she's just like, I was. It's like, our second competition is the quality quiz. You will be presented with 2 items, one of exceptional quality and one that is not. Each class will confer amongst themselves and decide which one is the finest. And you have question 1. Which of these is the finer suit? One of these was handcrafted by the venerable tailors Dojet and Sire, while the other is from Miss Muchberry at Eden's clothing department. Put on those thinking caps, students. It's like, it's A, right? No, it's got to be B. It's like the needlework, though. So B has a more refined design. It's like, who thinks it's A? It's like, the correct answer is B. Damien's like, yeah. Jeff, question 2. Which is the finer tea? One is brewed with tea leaves formerly reserved for royalty. The other is Mr. Henderson's personal blend. It's like, although I suppose that that may give an advantage to the students of Cecil Hall. Jeff, a boo! It's like, question 3. Which is the finer geometry set square? It's like, how should we know? It's just a ruler. How fine could it be? And now for a final game, the Stella Quest. The students of each class will work together to be the first to find the single Stella star located in a pool of tonitrous bolts. Ready, set, go! It's like, don't worry, the stars and bolts are just soft replicas. It's like, God, we're never going to find the Stella. It's like, woohoo, Hamilton Hall is the winner. And in second place, Villiers Hall. And now the overall results. The class with the most total points is Villiers Hall. It's like, oh, as they're all cheering and laughing. Jeff, now, I trust that exercise has helped to break the ice and left you intrigued by some of your schoolmates from other classes. We will now have another 30 minutes of pleasant interclass conversation to be followed by dancing. If you have a close friend or there's a schoolmate who's caught your eye, this is a good chance to invite them to dance. It's like, Sue, would you please dance with me? It's like, sorry, but I already promised Ken that I'd dance with him. It's like, yeah! It's like, do you want to dance together, Eileen? Okay, sure. It's like, Miss Jody, will you dance with me? It's like, oh my. It's like, so boss man. It's like, I told you I'm not going to dance. This is also boring. Maybe I'll just ditch. And you have this waiter nearby going, maybe I interest you in a beverage, sir. They're quite delightful. It's like, don't want one. You see, that's Lloyd infiltrating the party. It's like, it's important that I put a little effort into advancing plan B from time to time. And he thinks back to Anya telling him, you say you invited Damien to dance with you, but she turned you down? I thought you two had grown close. So he called me a dummy. It's like, there's something causing friction between them. I need to do all I can to remove it. What exactly is the issue here? Donnie's like, huh? Papa? And Becky's like, how I wish I could dance with my Lloyd. And Anya's like, then you should go dance with that juice man over there. It's like, no way! You know my Lloyd is the only one for me, and we don't call him Juice Man. You have Miss Becky Blackbell. Might I have the honor of a dance? And you see this other, like, creepy looking kid with, like, this little, like, flop of hair over his face. He's like, oh my god, Narcy from Rose Hall just asked Becky Blackbell to dance. Oh, fucking Christ. The heir to the Hubris Business Group? It's like, in your dreams, the Hubris Business Group is hardly worthy of Miss Blackbell. I'm sure she'd prefer a dance with the heir to Brazen Commercial Industries. It's like, Becky, I really admire what you did during the bus hijacking. Please dance with me. No, dance with me. It's like, oh. It's like, dear me, look at all these boys fighting for my hand. What am I to do? And Anya's like, fighting is a bad thing. It's like, I'm so sorry, boys. I'm not afraid. I'm not interested in children. It's like, but we're the same age. You have to a certain portion of Eden Academy student body of notable heirs and heiresses. The end of class gala is not just a dance party, but a battlefield of political maneuvering. It's like, this is precisely why parents and guardians are not encouraged to attend. Jeff, oh, Damien, hello! It's like, Damien, you must dance with me. It's like, you wish, sweetie. He wants to dance with me, right? My family's worth more than both of yours combined. It's like, I see you're as popular as ever, boss man. He's like, I told you this ain't worth the hassle. Jeff, excuse me, Miss Anya Forger. You've won my heart with the courage you showed during the bus hijacking. I want to know so much more about you. Would you honor me with a dance? It's like, me too. I want to dance too. I'm one of your biggest fans, Miss Forger. It's like, huh? As Anya's like looking around, it's like, and me, dance with me. And Bowlcut's like, wow, look at the weirdos lining up. No accounting for taste, huh? And you see Damien just like all shooketh. He's like, oh no, it looks like you're about to have Anya stolen away from you. If only you hadn't refused your invitation to dance the other day. And Damien's like, she can dance with whoever she wants, as if I'd care, not one bit. It's like, as if I cared, not one bit. It's like, pardon me, my name is Arnold Crowley. I was the top scorer on this year's classical language exam. Oh, fucking Christ. See this guy with like this little triangle-shaped head with like a cone head. It's like, as the runner-up, you interest me greatly. Might we have a moment to talk? It's like, who the hell are you, and what kind of dumb reason is that? As Damien just throws a ball at him. It's like, who, sir, are you, and what gives you the right to interfere? It's like, nothing, but still. It's like, actually, Anya asked me to dance first. Sorry about that. It's like, oh, is that so? It's like, as if Damien Desmond would accept an invitation like that from a peasant. It's like, if you already refused her, then by what right do you object to my asking? Leave us be. It's like, Miss Forger, please, your hand. Please, Miss Forger, if you would. And Anya just kind of like looks over at Lloyd. It's like, in terms of significance, I'd say the Crowley family is B tier at best. I'd rank the Hyatt boys family at a C+, and these other boys families are firmly B and C rank as well. None of them would be worth much as a source of intelligence. No, it's just a dance partner. She should pick whoever she wants to dance with. So long as there isn't any major rift between her and Damien, we'll have plenty of opportunities to repair the relationship going forward. Besides, it's not as if the Desmond family would ever seriously consider a girl who plays with her own snot as a relationship prospect. Damien should have the right to make his own choice too. God damn, Lloyd. And you see her just like glancing over at Damien going, sorry, but I really just want to dance with Scion Boy. He's like, what? It's like, boo, 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 what? And then Becky's like, squeeze. Like, oh, Anya, you always know just what you want. It's like, has she no shame? He already shot her down once. It's like, indeed, commoners like yourself rarely know when to quit. It's like, isn't that the girl who punched you? Well, it's no wonder you'd refuse her. You'll find me a much more refined partner, Damien. It's like, isn't my dress gorgeous, Damien? Take a look. It's haute couture from Peach Film. Fucking Christ. I won the Miss Toddler pageant at my nursery school, you know. Like, step aside, please. Dance with me and I promise you won't regret it. It's like, no, with me. It's like, hey, we all know that I'm the right choice. Like, Damien, over here. And you see his two fellas just like stepping aside, like, stand aside, ladies. Like, form a single file, ladies. It's like, huh? It's like, do you really think you can beg your way to a dance with Damien Desmond? The boss man would only consider a partner of the highest class. We call to order the Damien Desmond Dance Partner Selection Committee. If you believe yourself worthy, you may claim this great honor by passing our series of tests. It's like, well, it's about time. And he's like, hey, who told you to do this? I said I wasn't going to dance with anyone. It's like, you just step back and let us handle this, boss man. We know what we're doing. And Anya's like, well, it's about my time, too. It's like, yay, Anya, you go, girl. It's like, remember the lesson of your battle with Wheeler, Twilight. Peace between East and West must always be the priority, not anyone's feelings. My apologies to all those who seek this dance for reasons of their own self-interest. But for the sake of Plan B, we will be the victors here. You have ahem. The dance portion begins in 10 minutes, so do keep that in mind. So I guess some quick thoughts on this. So, I don't know. It feels like in the last couple of chapters, we've just had like these random kind of like elements thrown in. And I hate using this term kind of loosely, but it really feels like we've had like all these random like little filler bits kind of thrown in to pad out the chapters. And I feel like the return to reward on it is kind of just very, very low. Because I'll talk about this because like I feel like this, because I brought up the idea of like the whole debutante ball thing like that. And we have that trope in like TV shows and things where they kind of do like the dance auction, like the dating auction, where it's like, oh, you know, for charity, they're like, oh, you know, like, you know, these people are like, oh, you can like have a bid on someone for a date, and you know, you can like whoever bids the highest gets to like go out on a date or dinner with this person, whatever, for a good cause, charity, that kind of thing. I feel like introducing that as like a gameplay element to something like this would have worked better, or even have it be ridiculous. If you're going to do like the whole like, oh, there's going to be a dancing thing, have it be like a literal dance competition would have been a better element to introduce than random just like a trivia contest in the middle of this gala, because it just feels like a random aside that was tossed in to the chapter, and it really does kind of take away from it a little bit. Like, it just feels like extraneous padding that's in there, and there really isn't like enough good like comedy or character moments in there, I feel like, to justify it, especially towards the ending, where we get kind of like that being brought in anywhere. We have like all these people trying to be like, oh, will you dance with me? Will you dance with me instead? Trying to be like build all these connections and things. I feel like doing the auction thing would work better to kind of showcase like, all right, these are rich people. This is how like they kind of like walk their way through life. Like, this is what the way they think life works. And introducing the Nooks, and remember I think it was the last chapter, I was speculating like, all right, are we going to learn like who the number one top scorer is? Are they going to be an actual like interesting character? They're going to be a gag character? And it turns out so far they are just a gag character. It's like, oh, you know, I'm Arnold Crowley, and even Twilight's just like, well, he's B tier at best, unless there's going to be like some reveal at Showcase, like, oh, he's actually more important than Lloyd thinks. Like, again, it's just kind of a throwaway gag. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, it felt like a lot of this chapter was just a lot of filler packed in, and I feel like it's just kind of a waste a little bit. And so I don't know how I feel about it being padded out to like taking over another chapter where it's now going to be like some kind of contest where Twilight's going to have to like interfere in the thing. Because again, if you've done the auction, like I've been suggesting, or something like that, I feel like you could have also had Twilight dabble in that, where he's like kind of throwing it off, but like, you know, making fake bets or things like that, which I feel like would be vastly more interesting than this. But yeah, I don't feel like this is a premise that really should have been dragged out past one chapter, but we'll see where the next one goes from here. Apart from that, like I said, Matsumoto-san really does have an eye for fashion, though. All the like the costumes and dresses and thing, while phenomenally drawn, really really good. So really enjoyed that aspect of it. But apart from that, it just wasn't as funny as I think it was meant to be. That all said, I am glad the Spy Family is back. So hopefully, even though this was kind of like a meh chapter, hopefully this will lead to some actual good development in the relationship between Damon and Anya. So we'll see what happens from here. But yeah, on its own, this was kind of a mediocre chapter to wait that long for. With all that said, I hope you all did enjoy everything despite that. It is good to have my daughter and her little antics back. Like I mentioned, all the Shonen Jump chapters should be out by now, along with the read-through for Battle Angel Alita. Next weekend we'll get back to more regular read-throughs, hopefully. So look forward to that. A lot of great content coming your way. If you enjoyed any of it, please do like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, it really does mean a lot to me. Till next time, this is Ash. I'll talk to you all later.